It's week 1 of the NFL, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Jets and the Seahawks on EA Sports.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have... A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, it hurts in this game. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
A little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not
On third down, Randolph.
great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, here's the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Chandler. And some room to work. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The Lance going to throw.
And he can't.
Lance on the keeper.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen.
Now Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touch late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And this puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they Murray now. But I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching.
Murray now on first down. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return. Murray going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession.
The coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible.
Come up on first and goal. Now it's Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance. Drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others. This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that's... As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Seahawks force the turn.
It's week 7 of the NFL, where it doesn't get any better than this. A Super Bowl rematch. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Raiders on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them, and in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out.
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win.
And he's going to go down here.
Kicker. But outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 20. And all the way. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's season.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play
Again on second down. Tua trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Pressure coming. Far brings up third down. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did.
Play action. It's Fields.
Pressure comes. Now a hit and a loose football. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up
turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to do.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None. Well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Here's Allen.
Oh, Allen.
Allen.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The chains. Amari Barno in there to get.
To throw on third down. Randolph. And he's going to be brought down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. Here's Wilson. And now it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles
to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 20.
Convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early
With a
kick.
2nd and 10. And Murray. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Seahawks. Here's Murray. They'll try. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it. Play action. Now it's Murray. Thrown across his... Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And the Seahawks come up with a late...
Knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a first to throw, Warner. Pressure comes. He's uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is throwing again on second down.
Lance with a first throw in overtime.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Under pressure. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Final week of the regular season as this year's playoffs play out anything like the fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go.
On play action, Prescott. Pressure comes, he's taken. To throw is Prescott.
Under the first down sticks are and get them.
He's got it at the 15. And all down. Perkins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's going to throw. Perkins.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they have the football. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not only is his defense pushing over,
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
I'm not in it, my Siamese brother.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Seattle. It's the Giants and the Seahawks under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the...
Into a really nice game. And he will score. Touchdown. Now a toss right to Barkley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will Perkins.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy looking to throw on second down. Perkins. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. And flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is...
Wilson. And on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure in the NFC Championship as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep it.
Here's Wilson. And he can't find to go. Fielded just inside the 20. Down the right side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That certainly feels
now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
to some post-game questions for that.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knees in the late game.
NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody.
To the yachts and you're still outside. Mine on the richest part in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff, and it should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans.
Even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No 2 games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart.
And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Bryce Perkins.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense.
And this one is right through. Now is the Seattle field goal team. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is in deep. And he can't find it. And his kick here is in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep
in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because
They're on the move. 1st and 10. Nowhere to
try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Anthony Schwartz.
Here's 2nd and 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's just across midfield. Hey, here's 2nd and goal. And this is
Perkins.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.